Hi there, welcome to the latest episode of my 10-minute moan. And the topic of this 10-minute moan is Sadiq Khan. This is Sadiq Khan, who's telling us that shoplifting has went through the roof in London because London's got lots of shops. Now, this is an absolute nailer, right? Because the shoplifting's went up. It's went up mental, right? I'll get the figures in a second. More than double the rise across the rest of the England and Wales, by the way. New figures show that there was 80,041 shoplifting offences in London in the year up to September. But the year before, there was only 53,000, right? So it's kind of jumped up, 35,000, 60, 70% 1 year. And Mr. Sadiq Khan says it's because London's got lots of shops. What he's forgot to tell us is they've actually lost 400 shops year on year, going by the retail body's official figures. And it's more than double the 22% rise seen across the rest of England and Wales. And his answer was, because we have a lot of shops here, and because the cost of living crisis is more acute in the capital city. What? Stop it, right? Just stop it. You're absolutely right. People in the city get paid more to be in London, right? And most companies have got a thing called London weighting. So you get more weighted wages if you're working in London. You get paid more generally, and yes, your cost of living is more. But the cost of living crisis will be hitting everybody kind of roughly the same as percentage of their wages. So, a lot of nonsense. But the best bit is, because we have a lot of shops here, this man is either the most ignorant, stupid man in the history of ignorant, stupid men, or he's just absolute barking or condescending. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's definitely one of them. He's in his third successive term as the Mayor of London and said acquisition crime is going to go up, and it has gone up as the cost of living crisis worsens. Your party's in government, mate. So it's the Labour Party's fault then? Is that what we're saying? Because he's saying it's going to go up again, basically. So your own party's to blame for that. London's got 40,000 retail outlets, but the surge cannot be explained by the 50% rise in number of shops, as the number of shops actually fell by 400 in the year to June last year. It's almost the exact same time scale. We've got less shops. We're losing £2.2 billion per year to shop theft. I mean, you consider that some security in shops has actually been told, don't challenge it. And cops don't really seem that bothered unless it's offers a certain value. Ain't going to get in. It's like, just come in, take what you want, right? If you're cute enough and get brass neck enough, we'll not even bother. So this is only the ones that are getting counted. This is only the ones that are registered. So how much is there? How much crime is there over the 20 million incidents in the UK? That's 55,000 a day. That's bonkers. And where are we? Incidents of violence and abuse have climbed as well. And 70 incidents involved weapons. So, now this is a bit that gets me, right? The government, now these are real issues that affect British people, right? Everybody gets affected by this because the more crime in shops, the more theft in shops, then they've got it, they can't just absorb the costs. The costs are obviously passed on to the retailers. It's you and I, it's everybody in the UK. So if there was no crime, there'd be 2.2 billion more going into shops. They would be able to charge less for their items, okay? And insurance premiums would be less, the security costs would be less, and we can get more groceries for less, right? Or our clothes or whatever it is. So the government has said it will put an extra £100 million into neighbourhood policing. Now that's nice, that's great, because we've got a thing here that affects everybody. 6.5% of our population are Muslim, and you've told us you're going to put more in to protecting mosques that are kind of safe anyway, right? So where are your priorities? No, again, yet again, your priorities are not with the majority of people in the United Kingdom. Yes, great, you're putting more coppers in the street. So you say, but you don't. You actually say you're just putting more money into neighbourhood policing. Does that mean you're taking them off something else? I don't know, right? It's quite an open-ended thing you've said there. But you're saying it's going to be visible and accessible policing. That you're this extra 100 million quid. And Dame Diana Johnson said more officers on the ground would help to target antisocial behaviour and record-breaking levels of shoplifting. But Dame, you're not listening. It's just because we've got loads of shops. These people get to run our country and the country's capital in London through their mayor. And they're bonkers. They are absolutely potty. They're not clever. They're not well. Right? This is an illness you've got where you come out with stupid things like this. Is the same guy that a couple of weeks ago was asked about grooming gangs and how many in London and refused to answer the question because he kept saying to the woman that asked it, well, what do you mean by grooming gangs? Could you be more specific what you mean? What? You having a laugh? This was a guy that when a Reform London Assembly guy asked him if he had to propose an idea and they wanted it second, and that was to put more police on the street because his concerns, I think, was knife crime at the time. And he said, would you please, ask and try and find me somebody to second my proposal? And his answer was, I would never recommend anybody to work with Reform. The guy was trying to put a solution on the table for knife crime in the capital. And that is the disrespect he got off Sadiq Khan. That man... See if you actually held these people responsible for their actions, he'd have been flung out of his position years ago. But we've knighted him. He's now actually Sir Sadiq Khan. I don't call him that. I don't think he merits it. The man's insane. He's absolutely... But this is a guy, that got £3,000 worth of tickets for Taylor Swift concert off a company that got £45 million worth of contracts off London Assembly. But he told them officially the tickets were worth 1,100 quid and he got them off the Football Association for helping some cup final. What a bollocks. Tells lies. Said it was a mistake. What, you forgot who gave you the tickets? You forgot how much they were? Now, if you'd have said they were £2,500 or 3,200 and they turned out to be £3,000, that's making a mistake. But saying that they were for a ticket company that does events and maybe the Ring One or, a subsidiary or something you put down, that's making a mistake. Saying it's for the FA isn't making a mistake. That's telling lies. And now you want the good people of London. I've worked in London. I've lived in London. You people deserve better than this. You're telling them crime's high in the shops because we've got loads of shops. You absolute crank. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you've not already done so, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. Let me know your comments and opinions below. But most importantly of all, unless you're the type of person that have got less shops but tell us that the crime rates went up because the number of shops we've got was quite a lot, then no you, right? You're just having a laugh. Definitely no you, but...
Everyone else, have a great day. Cheerio, bye now.